more on this breaking news, let's bring in our panel. First, we have staff writer for The Federalist, Evita Duffy. We also have the founder of FemX, Annabella Rockwell. Annabelle, we will start with you. Is this a surprise? Are you surprised to see the word of the indictment coming down today?
No, it's just a distraction. Todd, David Weiss is trying to make it appear like he is holding Hunter accountable for his actions, when we know the real crime is pay for play. We saw FD 1023. The Biden family business is selling access to our government. So I just think that it's very clear, and it's kind of smoke and mirrors. I'm not that surprised. It's another distraction. There's a double standard in our justice system.
Well, no doubt about that. And Annabelle, go back to the judge and the IRS whistleblowers, and she was very upset. Felt like the attorneys were trying to pull a fast one on her. Had this all gone down the way it was supposed to, Hunter would be scot-free, and he wouldn't be facing any charges at all.
Nope, not at all. He wanted immunity. Let's not forget.
All right. Well, Annabelle, for you, and looking at where Evita, my apologies, Evita, what do you think this is going to impact the race for 2024 in the presidential race?
Well, it's hard to say. I think the American people are really, really frustrated with what's happening right now, because David Weiss, I mean, we can expect anything but justice from this investigation or this indictment, because David Weiss was picked on purpose by the DOJ. He had already demonstrated his loyalty to the Biden crime family, and that's why he was selected as a special counsel. He was the one who was responsible for thwarting the IRS investigation to Hunter's tax crimes. He's the one who was responsible for the original sweetheart plea deal for Hunter Biden. This is a man who is not interested in justice whatsoever. And I think the American people are really frustrated, not just with the Biden family, but also with Congress not holding these people accountable. We should have David Weiss speaking before Congress, testifying before Congress. We should have a special counsel looking into David Weiss, not David Weiss investigating Hunter Biden. And yet the Congress has not done its job by using the power of the purse and threatening to withhold all of their funds from the DOJ if they continue to thwart the investigation into the Biden crime family.
All right. Meantime, earlier today, ladies, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell ignored concerns regarding his health. This is another big story. Suffered multiple freezing episodes. Let's watch this together.
Well, I think Dr. Monahan covered.
We'd like to hear from you.
I know you are hearing from me. I think Dr. Monahan covered the subject fully. You had a chance to read it. I don't have anything to add to it, and I think it should answer any reasonable question.
But he ruled things in. He didn't rule things. He ruled things out. He didn't tell us what it might have been. Do you know what it is?
Oh, boy. All right, Annabella, first to you. Is it time for McConnell and other octogenarians to retire? Call it quits. What do you think?
Is it outrageous to say the Senate has turned into an old age home? It's no disrespect for Senator McConnell, but I think it's time to pass the baton. I mean, the peaceful transition of power, that's one of the greatest things that we have in this country. And I think it's a bipartisan issue, but it's not just about age. I mean, look, we know that our president is senile. Dianne Feinstein's being propped up, but we also have John Fetterman, who has clearly suffered brain damage. I really think it's a cognitive ability issue, because I have full faith in the former president, still former President Trump, and his cognitive abilities. He has shown that he has what it takes to hold the office. But if I can't come onto Newsmax and stumble, then why should I be able to hold an office? I think the fact that he is freezing up on camera is outrageous, and it's just time to step aside.
Fair enough. And Evita, again, when people are out there saying, all right, well, maybe we need to have age limits. Maybe we need to have cognitive tests. What do you say?
I mean, I understand the frustration from all of them. I think that there is a place for people who are ailing, who are not doing well physically, cognitively, and it's not the White House and it's not the halls of Congress. And people are really frustrated with individuals who will not be alive in the coming decades, making decisions for the rest of us, especially young people, that are having really detrimental impacts on this country. Mitch McConnell is a problem. Joe Biden is a problem. I think Fetterman is also a problem. I think that's a great point as well. And I think a lot of people need to recognize their own role in this. I think the people need to use the power of the vote and vote these individuals out of office.
Yeah, head on down to the Villages. We'll get them a special deal, a discount. Finally, Annabella, for you, Portland school children could soon be in real trouble. There's a proposed new grading system. Now, they're proposing not grading homework, not giving failing grades, and other non-academic factors would not be graded, like behavior, effort, participation. And they also say they're doing this in the name of equity. Annabella, they want to reward students who are just not trying for the sake of equity. How insane is this?
Todd, Portland's saying you will learn nothing and you'll be happy. I mean, Oregon isn't exactly known for their stellar education system, and this is really only going to hurt students more. This equitable grading standard, it doesn't take attendance into account. You're not grading homework. You're not failed for cheating. So essentially, a student can skip class, plagiarize, and still skate by. That doesn't help students, honestly. Like, students need boundaries. They need standards that they have to meet. They need expectations to reach for. I think this is why 72% of Americans support school choice. You see states like Florida and Indiana that have implemented it, and their education system has actually improved. So, I mean, I think students kind of need to hear, look, gender's not a spectrum. Do your homework. And parents need to hear, fight for school choice. This is something worth fighting for that can make a huge impact on the education system. Put the money with the students, stop giving it to these public schools, because they're not showing achievements that are working.
All right, ladies, thank you very much, Annabella Rockwell and Evita Duffy.